Boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to LGD versus Secret Game 2. LGD, Gloomy, a win here, and they go to the upper bracket, a loss. And Secret will be the team that squeaks by.
Hurry, hurry.
Not everything on the line, but it's...
Reserve time.
No pressure. Yeah, I think they evaluate that game exactly the way we did, which is... Well, I wasn't necessarily saying they have to first phase ban it, but definitely don't give it away second phase. But that's some serious respect there. And ooh, a Doom gets through.
Dire's turn to make all the wrong choices.
Ever since MLG Columbus, the like 50 armor Doom, you remember that? The Ogre Ice armor, the Lich Frost armor, Shiva's AC. Yeah, pretty legit.
Ten seconds to pick. Radiant's turn to royally screw it up.
So LGD, they stick to their guns. They get the Darkseer Ember. I mean, it worked for them last game. RTK a little shaky on Darkseer early, but he came up big in the later fights, and maybe was just a god. The X Factor, I suppose, is the Doom. Now, there's quite a cast animation on Doom, but if you manage to hit the Ember with it...
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry! Reserve time.
Of course, Secret. Radiant Shadow Fiend, we all know how good it is. A lot of the pro players value it very highly. I'm going to grab it now. What do you think of the Lich first phase ban from LGD? Like, you know you're giving away Doom for that. Would you rather give away Doom than Lich versus Secret? Okay, so you think that's the main reason for the ban?
10 seconds to pick. 5 seconds remain. Radiance ban.
Oh no, it's always baby, yeah. So they'll ban the gyro, which was like the go-to Sylar core. Yeah.
Dire's ban.
Yeah, I guess when you jump to a remnant, if he's standing there with the spike, that's... Yeah. Mana Burn is obviously decent against Darkseer. I don't know, Nyx isn't jumping out at me as an obvious ban this game, but maybe it'll make more sense as LGD continue to draft. Lycan gets removed by Secret, another unusual ban, but it is a Sylar hero,
Reserve time.
I know gods consider Sylar the best Lycan in the world. I will say the thing with Sylar is he was playing Lycan even when he wasn't considered OP, whereas like players like Arteezy would mainly just spammed a lot of Lycan when he was good for him.
Yeah. Dire team are now picking.
Well, LGD banned the Slardar. I think also a wise ban. This to me is a nice adjustment from last game. You're up against Shadow Fiend. That's already scary. And we saw Misery just go off on Slardar. He almost won them that game by himself. AA, the pickup for LGD. This is when the Ember hits like level 7 or 8, wants to start ganking perhaps. The AA could take over the lane, get some farm. Obviously Ice Blast is a great way to counter that bullshit Scorched Earth. Let's be serious, that spell's ridiculous. Yeah, good stuff.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, I saw the Bane, I'm like, oh, Misery Bane. But probably not. Not anymore. Misery he's been playing Clockwork, Little Brood, yeah. He's already banned. I haven't seen him on Shaker, I'm sure that's in his toolkit. He is kind of new to the offlane, so we haven't seen him on as many different heroes as some of the more established offlaners.
Reserve time.
He seems to be picking up the role quite well. He hasn't reached his zenith at the roll yet.
Yeah, like,
Caught him. Caught him.
double off lane.
Could be. It's decent setup on Ember. Only early on though. I know LGD will grab the Witch Doctor. I was thinking maybe they'd consider a Rubik here, but they go for a stronger laning support. I still can't believe nobody wants Tiny IO. Our team's just like saving this for the bracket, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, get Tiny Wisp. Go E-Home style TI2. Yeah. You say that, but it's not like his win rate has really gotten worse. It's just
10 seconds to pick.
to see how it goes.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry. Reserve time.
Flame guard. Yeah.
Dyer's ban.
LGD, they've got their 2 supports. They've got their maybe hero.
10 seconds.
I mean, he doesn't have to go mid necessarily, although he normally does, but definitely they maybe
5
Ember, the
seconds
RG Darkseers. They need a Sylar hero. We'll see what that last band's going to be. As for Secret, you mentioned it is
Reserve
normal.
time.
It's like always the EE Doom. So you've got Weehash Shadow Fiend. Now they do grab the Misery. You got a safe, stable support in the Clockwork, and we will need that last support. Most likely for... Well, actually, who plays the bait? Is it Puppy or is it Pi? I switch it up. Okay. Support Marana?
Only 10 seconds.
I like Disruptor. I think he's the best support against Ember.
Radiance ban.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Juggernaut. That is a pretty good
Dyer's
Sylar
turn to
hero, I
make
would
all
say.
wrong choices.
Got the 2 Cleave monsters. And it allows LGD to just deathball a bit with the Darkseer mech, the Witch Doctor heal. Also a fairly independent safe laner. That's mostly what's been like strong laning heroes. The Juggernaut, the Gyro.
Only 10
Seconds.
seconds.
It can't be too greedy because you've already got a lot of space required from everyone on this team. So it needs to be
5
something that can play
seconds.
relatively
Hurry,
early.
hurry.
Lone Druid, okay.
Radiant team are now picking.
He has been dependent though, and he's good against Clock in the lane. He's also a terrible Doom target as long as he's in ultimate form. You remember that was MLG. That happened in MLG. And I'm getting zapped like crazy, Lumi.
My hand from holding out. My
10
No, hold it by the
seconds to
plastic
pick.
part around your ear. Then you don't.
I could take
5 seconds remain.
Fredo. Little sauce here to spice things up. LGD. This is a Sylar
Reserve
classic.
time.
Was it Sylar versus Liquid, that game where...
yeah,
Yeah, TI3 Lone Druid. Oh man, those micro skills. Alright, so Weeha's already got the Shadow Fiend, so there's no Meepo. I don't know why chat's spamming Meepo so much. Unless Eternal Envy suddenly just decided to play.
support.
Yeah?
Support. Jungle Dude.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, Jungle Doom... I just feel like he's so strong with levels, though. Like, even before you get Doom, just getting a few early points in Scorched Earth. I need support. I still think Disruptor's a decent grab. Wyvern's not that good.
Model.
I'm expecting something that I'm not expecting, just basically. If that makes any sense.
The Lone Druid has mana now, right?
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, there's there.
No, it doesn't do that anymore. I mean, it's still annoying.
I would have thought that this.
Puppy. What are we gonna see here? Enchantress. Bane's a pretty good setup for that. Shen, not so good versus AA, I would say. Still think Disruptor is not bad. Alright, they want something that's disruptive in the laning stage, so they're gonna grab a Bounty Hunter. And Yeah, what's their deep push here? Rocket and Raze. You're a mess. That's a good point, though. They need a good laning stage. Like, yeah, Doom can kind of run at you and do work in the mid game to some extent, but LGD's Deathball definitely feels a lot scarier. Well, not versus AA, I think. Yeah, what do you get? Pipe Rush?
Highlight that I really like.
Only 10 seconds.
Oh, I remember TI4. I'm sure we all do.
5 seconds. Hurry!
Many couriers were slain.
I really.
The other thing that's cute this game, Lumi, which we haven't mentioned, is the Ion Shell Bear.
Oh.
Very obnoxious. I love it.
Another thrilling match awaits us.
It's true. All right, let's get into it. Game 2, Secret, a win here. Completely controlling their own destiny. They move into the upper bracket. A loss, it's LGD. Who would advance? No pressure, maybe. This time around, looks like he'll be headed to the side lane, and it seems Sylar will be the mid hero. Much more difficult for a bounty hunter to pressure. Curious to see if Secret are expecting this. Of course, Shadow Fiend will be the one that goes mid, so not big surprises there. But this is an old curveball LGD used to throw a lot. TK perhaps having flashbacks to the Chao 8 teams of old.
"30 seconds until Digital Sports."
Gives a little poke to DDC off the bat. I think he's trying to force out a sentry here and then just run the hell away. A lot of damage done. DDC. Heavy harass. Somebody help this guy. He pops the chilly touch. He's going to commit onto this pie low. Sentry drop. Long range. 6 HP.
Begins.
Die.
First blood!
Oh no. Not the way to start the lane, but they do get the double bounty rune, and I guess normally that's a big win, but this is a lone druid. He doesn't really need like that quick bottle or, you know, any early item the way other mids do. Yeah. It's a small consolation prize. There's the pressure of knowing that you would be flaming him, Lumi. That was a forced error. Your Pilot Eye's worst enemy. And they have a sentry down now. Sylar gonna back off. Sentry wars. Boom boom. That's a win for the bounty. 30th boot from Sylar. And this is going to be a tough lane to pressure. Just a ranged hero, you've got the bear to kind of annoy the bounty hunter and trade more effectively when he runs in, and once you get level 6, you're basically ungankable, so I think this should go okay for Sylar, especially at these early levels. It's taking a bit of harass, but he can give it back out. Let's look at our other lanes. What do we have? Misery, Awfully Clockwork, up against an Ember AA. Actually not the easiest lane for Clock. If he ever cogs himself in with the Ember and there's Chilly Touch, he's easily dead, so. Yeah, if you block him out, then you're absolutely fine. And meanwhile, RTK on the bottom lane, he's going to collect his level 2 up against a Bane Doom. A lot of harassment, but not a ton of killing potential here until Doom hits 6. Really, they have not been watching Merlini with the quintuple Mango build. Mango's so legit, dude. That's a lot of regen. Plus the Scorched Earth. Think of the synergy, Lumi. Therefore, more regen is better. You just keep on walking. Walking off RTK. So Pilot Die, he is going to rotate in DDC and MOI. They will 2-man secure the runes. Very smart. Don't want to be walking alone and then just get slowly poked down. LGD, they've got their anti-bounty hunter strategies down pat. No, and that's the other thing with Lone Druid is it's not like he needs like an early bottle where support's got to come and ferry it out to him. This is just a naturally very independent hero. The courier is going to make a move, but not too far. And the other thing is he can just send the bear back to do his pickups for him. So yeah, I actually love the Lone Druid. The more that we look at it, difficult for Bounty Hunter to kill. Doom not very good against him. In fact, one of the worst cores to Doom in general. And of course, very resistant to these early ganks. But Pylai, he's trying to find openings elsewhere. He's going to pressure MY a bit. The lot attack lobbed out. They do have one sentry near the lane, but Pi seems to be aware. He's avoiding RTK. But slept up, and he'll just surge away. Another very pesky and difficult to kill hero based on the matchup. Oh yeah. RTK, patiently walking away. No, they need that stun to hit. Then they maybe go for the kill, but even if they sleep into a stomp, he's not low enough. He can just surge away at that point. So, kind of had to hit the stomp blind, and then when he surges, sleep him and go for it. They have Clock to initiate, so I don't necessarily think they need Blink. At the same time, he's pretty bad at catching Ember. I think they want something that fights relatively early. I don't think you want to play too passively against that maybe Ember after the way last game went. Yeah, get the Alpha Wolf, go phase drop. That's like probably the scariest Doom build.
Combination.
Alright, well, any hope of ganking mid is over now. 1200 health, 9 armor with phase boots. That just ain't happening. I'll give the pay out of phase boots. Oh, Twilight Dice being cute, eh? Just trying to be as disruptive and annoying as possible, mess up the Ember's equilibrium, maybe cause them to miss some additional last hits. We will see the phase grabbed again by maybe. Prefer them a bit. Well, Twilight Eye will show up mid, but Twilight just kind of chuckles.
Radiant's bottom
Shadow Fiend, and I think they wanted to go in Misery, not able to. He is, in a way, though, I think, doing his job, because DDC and MOY are not really getting much out of the pulls. They're under level right now. Weeha's going to make a rotation. Oh, the sentry's still there. The ping comes out immediately. DDC still might get run down. He's straight back to the tower. Rockets connect. It's only a level 3 clock, though. Weeha. Full dive. He can get this with 2 raises. Or actually, no, it'd be 3 raises. Only a level 3 raise, but not going to risk it. It's a pretty big win. Want to get the bounty some levels, so he'll go back to the mid lane, but not a waste of time here from the Shadow Fiend, and he could have been stacking the jungle. He's going to miss 1 stack now. Maybe he'll get the 6-minute rune to make up for it.
Haste.
Oh, I think he wants to find the Shadow Fiend stacks. There are none.
Played by.
How sad is he? The next level, we know you're going to check our jungle, so we're just not going to stack. For a TK, poor guy. Sobs quietly into his handkerchief.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
Boom! There it goes.
Maybe. He's got the resummon.
Nicely done by Thomas.
Uh-oh. They're bringing in many heroes. I don't think they're even close to being able to kill him. Yeah, and at some point there might be one. Phase boots cooling down. Weeha. Yep. That's Sylar, not an RNG lord. Clearly the Donger has a thing or two to teach him. Come on, get this man an attack. Please. Oh, he's got the Alpha Wolf. If you get a crit, then you ain't walking anything off. But yeah, as long as that doesn't happen. The thing for LGD right now is, in this particular draft, it's only the Ember that can create space. He's the one that starts the fights. That's kind of the downside of the Lone Druid. You mentioned he's an inactive mid, and so I expect for LGD they're going to be very quiet until maybe he's ready to fight. Right now, just has to phase the bottle. Probably wants to farm the Aquila or drums before he gets active, but by that time, LGD are going to be in a very passive farming rhythm. They also need Ice Blast. to really get active on the map. And so to me, this is a window for Secret. They've got heroes that can fight already. The Bane, even Clock before it's level 6 has some kill potential, and of course Doom. They're the team that wants to fight now, because once that ever gets going, it's going to be a lot trickier for them. Yes, I believe he did. Poor Art. Oh, what a coconut! Where's that entangle? MMY, what a man! He's gonna run in, maybe has options to join the fight. Now pops the flame guard. Dyson early, they're gonna finish off Weeha. He's got a remnant, he can look to move forward. Bottle pops in again, maybe on a rampage now. He knows the Dooms are cooldown diving in, the chain's still cooling down a bit longer, but they get the root, they get the kill! Remnant's 2 again, Puppy needs to help Princess! Not enough to heal, they barely get him, but they're gonna lose another 3-for-2 exchange. It is 2 cores going down on each side, but the Bane, the bonus kill here, and I think that even the bigger thing, the DDC just farming top lane alone, not being contested during this time. They'll have track soon. That was just really patient play by Maybe. He waits until the Doom gets used. He waits until the first raise, or I think actually might have been the first 2 raises get used, and then he pops the Flame Guard. Otherwise, he gets moved immediately, and he doesn't actually get those kills. Just knocking stuff off the desk all over the place, Lumi. I'm a mess. Yeah. He can somewhat annoy the bear just by kiting it, but as far as like the hero goes, yeah, he's not going to do anything. I'm curious what the build is. Is Sylar going, is this a Midas into Radiance? Is this going to be an early Maelstrom? The last time I saw Lone Druid, oh, Colonel Envy, Doom not ready, and he's 3 seconds off to get caught a little too soon. Maybe gets the Doom for this, but he's gonna die. Cold Feet, actually maybe not. Scorched Earth. He's going in. He's written. EE is angry. How dare you, MMY? I am your lord. Oh, maybe just swagged on him. Comes in, the casual drive-by chains, even things up somewhat, but RTK able to back away. 2 for 1, they get the 2 supports, but they lose a carry Doom. So I would say more or less an even exchange there. Slight gold win for Secret, but losing your Doom definitely hurts. Yeah, I agree. Getting that Ancient Apparition and Bounty Hunter supports level 6 are, along with the Bane, I would say those are like the 3 most important objectives in the game right now for both teams. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while though. He's got the Arcane Boots as well as the Soul Ring, so this will be a bit delayed. DDC gonna hit level 6 soon. No, I think it's a... I'm a little worried for Secret, just in the sense that they have not shut down the Ember Spirit at all, or the Bear. I'm not sure how much the Bear will do this game, but I just also feel like he's a terrible nuke target, so... Yeah, they're gonna start death falling with this, and that is the one thing that you mentioned during the draft. Secret are pretty weak in 5v5 clashes. Well, maybe not if he has a double damager, but this is an Eternal Envy special. You definitely see his influence with Secret here, Lumi. Let's just rush. Hey, it's a hell of a trade. Tier 1 for Roche, but if LGD go for 2, maybe not. Been doing it for over like what, a year and a half now, and still nobody seems to know
about life, death, love, fear, and getting to come back immediately after you're murdered.
Yeah, Weeha got it. Clock's getting Blade Mail. It depends on their plan. Generally, I would say you should get a mech, but you're up against AA. Maybe the Sanj and Yasha BKB build right away could be good. Well, I think BKB also addresses that. And there's Ice Blast. Ember does a lot of magic damage. I would prefer the BKB. No. Oh, ADC. He just got the. He sees the rocket coming in. He got the willies. I'm getting ganked. Alright, what were you asking? Yeah. I don't like the straight BKB unless you desperately need Shadow Fiend to be able to fight. Because I just feel like by the time the crucial mid-game fights happen, Sentry Ward pop. Weehaw, Caster's gonna find him. Ice Blast revealed. Bam! Gets him. That might be the Aegis ticking low. They have the detection. They did pop a dust. I believe it might have been slightly out of range. And while that's happening, Highlight Die, you mentioned the Courier Snipes Lumi. He wanted it. Shitty Wizard.
For what? For the hunt?
Woohoo! You saw him being caught by Alfredo, then maybe with the jump in, he'll get the kill up the bat. The brain separates the jump. They're gonna lose Weehaw. Quickly, RPK captures the cogs. Good connection there for Misery, but they've lost it. Down to track. They want to kill off this pesky Ember Spirit. They're gonna do it. The Shuriken bouncing to the bear, who was doomed in the beginning. He doesn't really care. Yeah. They lose the Aegis. They lose the Doom.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Are you kidding me? I just heard the Ice Blast like, oh shit, where's
Dire's
the Ice
top
Blast
tower
going?
is being attacked.
Oh my god.
Alright then.
Oh my god. In my professional assessment, that was a terrible trade.
Get it.
Oh no.
I don't even know how to like.
Secret.
Dire's middle
I can
tower
only
taking
imagine the
damage.
team chat when that happens. Like the second that Ice Blast hits. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm pretty sure this guy's feeling rather... He just got a Midas. That literally just gave him a Midas.
I don't know. I think this is one of the
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
But he used the Ice Blast at the start of the fight, so they may not have even realized, because they were just running down mid, it looked like. They may not even realize it had come off cooldown. It was a longer fight than expected. Mistakes were made, Lumi.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
But he's really the problem with the bear is it feels like it's so weak later on, even if he's like 5 or 6 slotted. So I agree with you. I really like the fact that they're fighting with it now. Like, while it's very strong, hard to kill. Yeah, he's like the Space Maker and the Siege Engine, something the Ember isn't that good at.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
I wish I'd see more Lone Druid in this patch. It's still kind of hard. There's been a wider variety in builds ever since the Monopool addition to the hero, where some players have experimented with that Blade Mail Mask of Madness build because it's got such a high HP pool that Blade Mail really hurts when it's taking the bonus damage. But yeah, I'm not sure what the optimal build is right now. Ice Blast will come through. We'll hit up Poppy, but he got the Nightmare off, and it'll be okay for now. Sylar turns into a little bear, then back to a big one. Weehaw's like, oh, I can Requiem this. Requiem, that's gonna leave a bit of mark. Can they finish him off? Sylar doomed as well. But in comes the Witch Doctor. The casket is about to say heal is here. You just can't doom this thing. Alfredo and far too tanky. He'll be just fine. He actually, Soldal calls the Spear Bear Alfredo, but whatever. I'm calling them both Alfredo. I don't care. I don't know why. It just sounds cute. Oh, meanwhile, Dark's here getting killed up top. I think it was a hook. No grip required. It's technically like this one should be chicken, this one should be Alfredo or something. Pasta and Alfredo? Oh no. Because they go together well, you know? Jesus. It's not rocket science, guys. I had 4 people sitting around me who can't put 2 and 2 together. Yeah. Some racist Asians in the house. Uh-oh, mid lane, they're gripping up maybe. This is a big kill, and they get it. Maybe not having that flawless Ember performance though, and I mean if you're gonna have one hero go off, you would much rather that it's the Ember than the Lone Druid. LGD. LGD would much rather have like a Superman Ember right now.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Twilight, you legend. They are going to get the Sentry Ward down, but already the Shuriken has bounced through. They brain septic as well. He wildly lobs out an Ice Blast. That's not quite as good as what we saw earlier. Now they're going to sleep up Sylar, but the bear keeps on going. Gets off the Entangle. Puppy needs one more. The Maelstrom procs pretty strong damage here. Running him down. Give him a root. Give him a root. not gonna happen. He backs off, he turns, he tries to fight Misery instead, he suddenly finds himself trapped in the trees. No way out, Death Ward's coming through. Look at it go, and down he will. Link? Oh, Force Staff. Interesting. Or the root. Kinda good to run away from the bear. You could also force staff the clockwork forward to help him initiate or chase a bit, so.
Radiant's bottom tower is demolished.
1200 sideline, 3000. Radiant's Maelstrom? I assume AC.
Whenever I see something.
Yeah, it's actually kind of hard to hit Doom on Ember. Like, even if you catch him off guard, just because you've got that fast time. Oh, RTK. Deleted. I think. Gets the mech off though. Back. We are almost up on the cliff. He is currently very fast, but will get the kill. Runs away. That was a little closer than I think Sure would have liked, but it kills a kill. Makes them all pretty unkillable. Oh, that was ugly. Where's the root? Give him more. The elements are now complete. Okay, so he skips the AC. He goes for the more aggressive item. And now jumping in, maybe he gets destroyed. Almost finished off, but not quite. The bear doing the work, but not enough kick. Misery 34 health. Bear down. Round 2. We got dead mauled.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Already committed to Doom. Yeah. Losing a Shadow Fiend as well as Bane. I don't think they got track kill on that one either. Judging by the gold chain, probably not. They're pumping up, looking for the team fight. RTK, give the mech, yeah. Mech's complete. There's your BKB on Doom. I mean, there's Ice Blast, Ion Shell, a lot of magic damage, remember, even the Mjolnir, so it's definitely a good BKB game. But and he has to be patient, because you really want to wait to Doom the Ember. That is, aside from the grip, their only control for that hero. So having BKB means you stay alive longer, you could be a little more disciplined and not worry about getting picked off or panic and have to Doom right away. So, I mean, it's always hard to argue with a BKB. It's rarely a terrible item. I don't know if BKB's talk back though. It's not a fair fight, Lumi. Ah, Zero Chat is back. Still feel overall like things are going quite well for Secret though. Lone Druid's farming really well, but again, maybe he's been shut down thoroughly this game. The Fiend scripts have been on point. He's 2-4. This is not the explosive performance we saw last time, and later on in the game, if the Bears farm, they've got plenty of control for it. Just a lot of physical damage, lockdown. Yeah, I think definitely later on. Maybe not right now.
Radiant's middle tower is taking.
Been doing a lot of work with the Shadow Blade. Oh, they even dusted. Yeah, I think it's paid for itself pretty much already. It's forcing them to 5-man a lot with the Bounty Hunter.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Inching forward, Pi gonna drop a sentry. They did scout out this Observer Ward.
Radiant's middle tower is being
munch
attacked.
it with the Quelling Blade. Nom nom nom. Backs away. Alright, we see little enough Lone Druid as it is. They're gonna need a gem, honestly. Shadow Blade, Shadow Feed, the Bounty Hunter, just the great wards Pi has been getting up. You look at that Radiant Vision and they see a lot of these key choke points up towards the mid lane. They're a little poor right now, but definitely it's got to be on the agenda. Maybe. Tracked up, they get the long range Doom, but he's very far back, protected by the team. They're gonna commit on the Shuriken bounces through the cog. Just ignores it. He drives past him. I want your face, maybe. Come back. He's devoured. DDC will be next. Oh, that BKB paid for itself there. Sylar TP'd out, scrambling. MMY massacred will fall. 4 down in the end, as they also lost RTK on the flip side fight. They might even lose the fair raise. It's tanky. It's fast. It will get out.
And it's up.
That's the thing with the low druid is like a lot of times in actual fights you can just run around him and ignore him, and Secret played that really well. They basically bypass the bear, forget about it, it's not going to kill as quickly as we can, we'll deal with it after the heroes are dead, and that's exactly what happened.
Radiant's top tower is
Where's
being
the root?
attacked.
Where's the root?
Dire's
Give this man a root! Not strong
A lot
enough.
of murder going on here.
They want additional kills. Doesn't seem like they're gonna find it. Yeah. Oh, fairly big overstitch there. They definitely could have backed safely. Now LGD, they might get the roach off of this. No Doom. The ult is cooling down to Doom, but he doesn't have buyback. And if LGD sees a buyback, they can always retreat. So this is a very safe roach.
Dire's top tower is being
These fights go a lot differently if he's got a second life. All the one fights have been him just getting caught and picked off at the start.
top tower has fallen.
Oh, he's tracked as well. Looks like he is gonna go down. They pop him. LGD just too worried about securing their Aegis to even fight that.
To continue
They do get it. Maybe they'll get Puppy as well. He's trying to retreat. Glimmer Cape running for it. Ice Blast coming in hot. I don't know if it's enough. They might need one more auto attack. Does he?
Dire's
Does
top
he?
tower is
Does
being
he?
attacked.
Get back here,
Dire's
Daddy.
structures are
Can't find him.
fortified.
Tyler couldn't get in range.
Dire's top tower is destroyed.
Uh-oh. Maybe.
The embers
Swagged on. His Sleight of Fist was on cooldown, so he didn't have any way to dodge that. Once he remnanted back. I don't know. That's a good question. It's a pretty strong ability. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think I've ever seen anyone like, how do I counter Lone Druid right now, guys? That's not a conversation that many players are having. Yeah, he gets the SOY, or sorry, the Helm of the Dominator. This is your, I call it the Awar build, not to say that he invented it, but just the player I've seen going for it the most.
Ace!
It helps you jungle a bit, you always keep your HP up. But yeah, in the fights, obviously, this is not the most effective item. Speaking of the AA, DDC, he got a Midas like, what, 12, 13 minutes ago?
Dire's bottom tower
Still
is
has not
being
gotten,
attacked.
has he gotten any components? No, nothing. I think you want, you're up against Doom. I feel like you really want the ice.
Dire's bottom tower is in.
Yeah, Splads and the Javelin, but MKB or Basher potentially coming, maybe. He gets ripped under the tower, maybe again. It's very deep on his own. Bam! Weehaw! Plays him out. He will die, and then Eternal Envy arrives. He's gonna doom the bear of all things. Level 10, holy shit, did you see that? He just munched up that Witch Doctor down for the count. They kill one bear, they want the other. Papa, you're next. Give me your porridge. Forward, there's the hook. They got him. They've gotten 2 of the bears, Lumi. They just need to find Goldilocks. Ever heard of Goldilocks and the 3 bears? Oh, sick vacuum, my heart. fairy tale. Alright, RTK.
More death.
Mel didn't have much of a childhood if you never heard about Goldilocks and the Three
Radiant's
Bears,
top
my
tower
friend.
is being attacked.
That's probably like a Chinese version of it.
Dire's middle tower taking
That was a
damage.
terrible fairy tale. Nightmare.
It's our version of.
Dire's middle
He's
tower is
he's up
being
to
attacked.
3,800 gold now.
So is it?
They have the
Dire's
Shadow Fiend to do
middle tower
physical
taking
damage, so I
damage.
don't think you need Doom to be like the battle Doom or anything. I think Ags is definitely. Shiva's Refresher is probably the main other option, but the Ags adds a lot to your team fight. Sometimes. Like that fight he got gripped first. I think if he's just Doom, there are fights where he can get away.
I guess it.
Shiva's it is. So, yeah, Shiva's is good against the bear. Doom definitely does need armor, and he only has 3 right now, so. At some point, if the game goes on, this looks definitely looks like the caster build, so then you're looking at like your Ag, Shiva's, Refresher, Elite 2 heroes, fight 5v3. Should be able to win from there. Oh, they're very ahead. They're about to get more ahead. Don't finish on maybe that time, though. Imgard saving lives. Didn't have mana. He didn't have mana. No, I don't think
Dire's
so.
top tower is being
There's
attacked.
no way he would have leveled up over Dooming. I didn't hear it. The one-ear bud man.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
There, but
Electrocution earbuds.
Jackpot.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire. Radiant's
They just have
bottom
to farm
tower
the
is
Ember.
being attacked.
Lone Druid is just, to me, a non-factor at this point.
arms though.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
I don't know, put 6 items on the bear. I feel like you just ignore it most of the time. They're just so good at bypassing it. They can beat Kimmy out of the tangle. They can hook past it. Bounty Hunter's always going to just kind of sneak up behind you. Yeah. Bounty Hunter's actually turned out to be pretty good versus the bear because of that. Like, just allowing the team to kite. So they get the Battle Fury. I mean, to me, the way LGD most likely wins this game if they come back, and oh, it's going to be quite the comeback. We'll be down 14,000 gold, and experience is you go really late with a super stacked Ember, you get the AA Ags, and then you just look for that big cleave combo into an Ice Blast. But that's not exactly what Secret are planning on happening in this game. The hook's going to come out, they do Skylar, he's assuming the bear, they say screw it, he might be a terrible target, but we can afford to get away with it. Never mind, with the Death Ward, EE may end up going down, he's tanked for a while, he will eventually fall. Now the back wall, back under Weehall, they lost 2 both big beefy cores, a huge loss. But they hook Misery out.
Dire's middle tower is being
They
attacked.
got some
Dire's
track
middle
gold there,
tower
right?
is
But
out.
not enough, apparently. Misery's in danger now. No, maybe not. That's the Blade Mail. 5 seconds until Remnant Lumi. This could be dangerous for maybe. He does have Dust available. He's going to get swept up. Shuriken. There's the hook. They chain him. They burst him down. It's a wipe for Secret. Well. It doesn't help when the AA just dies right off the bat and basically does nothing in the fight.
You know, I think
Dire's
He should.
middle
I
tower
really think
taking
DDC should have
damage.
rushed the eggs.
Illusion.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah,
is under
it's
siege.
kind of cute that like both of your supports can have items because he's got a Midas and you know Witch Doctor doesn't have to buy wards, but Force Staff
Radiant's
is
top tower
it's a
is
nice
being
item,
attacked.
but Ags is a game-winning item. Yeah, it gets the clockwork. You can kind of understand it, but the bear getting caught in the cogs isn't that big of a deal. Ember can always jump out. AA is always sitting back if he's played smart, so yes, you need a Force Staff versus clockwork, but I'm not convinced like they needed it more than an Ags on AA. I still would not 100% count LG down. It looks really bad, but this is the kind of draft that can make a comeback from this situation. But it's going to come down to secret mistakes. They have the map control now. They have the better fighting lineup. They can deal with the Ember for quite a while, and maybe going to kill him off again. He's looking for that perfect requiem directly under him. So the timing's not right. I mean, you go for that. Why not? If it misses, no big deal. They don't really need the requiem right now. I don't see LGD trying to contest the rush. That's for sure.
The wages of fear.
Yeah, Puppy, very thoughtful ally. By the way, look how far Puppy is at track gold. All their heroes. All their heroes. That's a Midas AA who's 3,000 down on the supports of Secret. Exactly. Oh, and then some. The 2-tower advantage ain't hurting too much either. And now Pi, he's gonna get an ultimate orb. They will track Sylar. What is this ultimate orb for, Lumi? Is this a Lincoln's? A Hex? Hex for Ember? Oh. What are you talking about?
Haste!
You got an ultimate orb.
You want me to tell you how
Please, Lumi, tell me his story. I can't believe they keep on dooming the bear, and it seems like it's fine. They just run in and start smacking him. MMY's gonna go down. They're so strong that they can kill him anyway. DDC likely to be just eaten up inside LG base. Then a hug forward. They get the grip off and then they push him back in. That's gonna be a track kill on maybe Secret. Just all of a sudden, they hit the kill switch and that's it.
Dial's bottom tower
GG.
under fire.
LGD down to the lower bracket.
Radiant
At their moments. I think a few things this game, they did a great job of shutting down Maybe. He just didn't have that incredible performance as last time, and the Bane was probably the biggest factor in shutting him down. The Lone Druid pick, he did well in the lane, he wasn't ganked by the Bounty Hunter. He just didn't feel his impact. Like, he actually was slightly winning against Shadowfade in terms of CS. Didn't matter. I mean, who did more this game? That's not even a question.
Yeah.
And the other thing with the AA, I think rushing the eggs could have made a much bigger